y'all. Like, seriously. If y'all don't know what that's for, take a guess. We just hit the big 300. We hit 300 subscribers, you guys. We hit the month's goal. And that's thanks to y'all. Y'all did that. You guys did that. Like, I can't tell you guys how grateful I am. Seriously. I didn't even think I could make it past 25 subscribers when I first started this journey. But to see you guys subscribe, like, comment, share, all the analytics I've been seeing is crazy. Especially on the shorts, like it's crazy. I really can't thank you guys enough. I can't tell you how grateful I am. I'm genuinely like grateful. Like, this is no fake shit, none of that. This is genuine gratitude. Like, I'm very thankful for y'all, seriously. You guys, the fact that I started this YouTube journey less than 4 months ago is insane. I started posting late January. So it was like maybe the last week of January I started posting. And I didn't think that I would ever get the attention from you guys that I'm getting right now. Like, it's legit crazy. I didn't think I could do it. But the fact that you guys have shown that I could get somewhere with this, that there is potential, that's more than enough for me. And for that, I'm grateful for all of you guys, seriously. So give yourselves a round of applause because you guys deserve that. So, with all that being said, the grind does not stop. Road to 400 subscribers, and I want to hit that goal by the end of May. Now, here's what we're gonna do. I was watching somebody's live, and I actually got this idea from him. So what we're gonna do is, if we can hit 400 subscribers by the end of May, what I'm gonna do is a giveaway of $50, okay? I'm gonna do a giveaway of $50, and whoever enters the giveaway, I'm gonna throw out all the details whenever we hit 400 subs. I'm gonna throw out the details in a separate video. So I'm gonna give out all the details, and from there on out, we can proceed with the giveaway. But right now, I wanna stay focused. I wanna keep grinding, stay at 400. So when we do get to 400, I'm gonna start the giveaway process. All right, so you guys have something to look forward to. 300 subscribers may not be a lot to y'all, but it's a lot to me, seriously. Like, I didn't even think I could get this far, honestly. But the fact that this is possible, that's more than enough for me. But I'm gonna cut the simp rant short. I'm saying I don't wanna get emotional about it, but I wanna tell you guys, seriously, I appreciate all of you guys. Like, thank God, like, I appreciate all of you guys, seriously. All right? Now, with that being said, let's get into this Raw review. Monday Night Raw. So tonight, I'm gonna give the show a 6 out of 10. The show was decent. The draft disappointed me. It didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. Like, I will say though, the last round of this night 2 draft was okay. But the majority, all the other rounds prior disappointed me. Like, it didn't do anything for me. So, but I'm gonna get into it as we get into the review, all right? So we start off Monday Night Raw with Logan Paul pulling up in his fancy car. Logan Paul pulls up with I Show Speed. So he's still with Speed, the guy from WrestleMania that you guys saw in the Prime Bottle outfit. It wasn't KSI, it was Speed. He's with him. He meets with Judgment Day. Judgment Day is out there with him as well. And then we get it panned over to Patrick Mahomes, the hometown hero, the 3-time, I almost say NBA, the 3-time NFL champion, Patrick Mahomes. They all walked to the arena together. So that was cool to see. That was a nice little sight. But I got a question. Why is Logan Paul on Monday Night Raw? See what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. He's a Friday Night SmackDown superstar. Maybe he's on Raw to help with the draft because he did do one of the rounds with I Show Speed. He did one of the rounds with I Show Speed, so maybe that's why. I could be wrong, but correct me. All right, this is not a good way to start the show, but Becky Lynch comes out. I know. Look, I feel the same way, y'all. I feel the same way, all right? But let's just give her some grace right now. Let's give her some grace. We hit 300 subs, so let's be grateful. Let's be nice tonight. Let's be nice tonight, all right? Hey! They going crazy back there, but but anyway, Becky Lynch comes out. And you guys, I kid you not, I predicted Becky Lynch's promo before she even said a word. Like, I legit knew what she was gonna say. Like, it's so generic. Like, it's this baby face generic ass promo like shit. She comes out saying, the man is in Kansas City, Missouri, yada yada yada. Crowd cheers, blah blah blah. Oh, the man was made in Kansas City, Missouri because my face was broken here 6 years ago. We all know how that story goes. But she says, I'm also the champion now, so I'm going to be a fighting champion. I'm looking for a #1 contender. It's the same generic babyface shit that I'm talking about. Like, it's nothing new. Like, we've seen this before. Like, it's nothing new with her. And I'm not hating on Becky. For all the Becky fans out there, I'm not hating on her. It's just I'm over the gimmick. If we can switch up the gimmick, change it something, let's do something different. She's on the same field as Charlotte now. Like, her and Charlotte in my book now are equal as far as like people I don't want to see with titles. Why do they even need the titles anymore? They don't need the titles. They're a name themselves. Their names right now hold value. Why do they need titles? But anyways, after she says she's looking for a #1 contender, Liv Morgan's music hits. So Liv Morgan comes out and says that Becky owes her. She says that it's her fault that she is the women's champion because she injured Rhea Ripley, which the crowd booed too. So she got in the ring and said, hey, I want to face you for that title. Becky Lynch also said, it's my own fault that I got this title because I eliminated you in the Battle Royale. So then Nia Jax's music hits. Nia Jax comes out. Y'all, I kid you not, I am more of a fan of Nia Jax than I am Becky Lynch. And that's crazy to say. Nia Jax she's more entertaining than Becky Lynch to me. She comes out to a good reaction, whether it's good or bad, whether it's boos or cheers, she comes out to a loud reaction. So Nia Jax comes out saying that, listen, this is my last night on Monday Night Raw, which the crowd cheered to. So I'm looking to leave a lasting impression. But as she got closer to the ring, Liv Morgan drop kicks her, therefore setting up a match between the two later on tonight. So that segment was decent. Nothing major, nothing like, oh my God, I gotta see this. You didn't miss much at all. So then we see Stephanie McMahon backstage. It's always good to see Stephanie McMahon. I feel like she's a great representation of, hey, I'm choosing who I love over family. Like, she's literally back on the show as her father left. That's crazy to me. That goes to show who she supports more. She likes Triple H's vision more than Vince's vision. To me, she's goated just for that reason alone. But she comes out and she's getting ready for the first round of the draft. Now, the draft was very, very disappointing. Like I said earlier, it's disappointing. I didn't like the draft. The only changes we got was more sort of towards the last round. I'm not saying that there were no changes during the draft, but majority of the first 4 rounds was mostly everybody staying the same. Like, what was the point of the draft this year? The draft this year was very, very disappointing. Very disappointing. So she comes out and she starts the first round of the draft. The first pick in the first round, Raw selected Gunther. Gunther stays on Monday Night Raw. No change. Then we get to pick number 2. SmackDown selected Jade Cargill. I knew Jade Cargill wasn't leaving SmackDown. That was a given due to the fact that her and Bianca can't break up right now because her and Bianca are a tag team and they're challenging Asuka and Kairi Sane for those women's tag team titles at Backlash. I knew she wasn't going nowhere. It was illogical for them to move her to Raw. You know, I mean, what was the point? Pick number 3. This is what people online was like, you guys are saying that there's no change. Look at Damage Control. They're moving brands. Damage Control got the women's tag team titles. They can move brands anyway. They can go there anyway. So drafting the women's tag team titles to either brand does not matter because they can go to either brand. It doesn't matter. Like, that's so illogical to me. Oh, we're gonna draft the women's tag team titles here even though they can still go over here. What? Like, they technically, the only reason they got drafted to Raw is because Raw is considered their home base now. But as women's tag team champions, you got multiple home bases. You can go to Raw, NXT, or SmackDown. It doesn't matter. So why are they in the draft? They should be exempt as well. It doesn't make sense to me. The final pick of the first round, SmackDown keeps Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens stays on SmackDown, no change. He does have this thing with Randy Orton going on, so I guess that makes sense. So that was the end of the first round. Like I said, no change. Damage Control is not considered a change to me because they're women's tag team champions. So let's get that through your heads. Next up, we got Gunther. Gunther versus Xavier Woods. So Gunther makes his way to the ring with Ludwig Kaiser. Giovanni Vinci is not with them. He is officially out of the group. And like I said, I've said this on the past review, I predict that they're moving Ilya into Imperium. Because he fits the Imperium aesthetic, he fits the Imperium gimmick. I'm gonna get into that later. But yeah, I think they're putting Ilya into Imperium. But Gunther goes against Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston's out there, Ludwig Kaiser's out there. This match had 2 commercial breaks, y'all.
What? What the fuck?
2 commercial breaks. I know, bro. I know. Chill. I know. These commercial breaks are out of fucking control, bro. Let me move this over here a little bit so y'all can see the red lights. But the commercial breaks are out of control, bro. I feel like every time they come back, they only film for like 2 minutes, then they go back to commercial breaks for another 5 minutes. It's insane, bro. But ultimately, Gunther ends up winning this match. This was a good match, and Xavier Woods is a very underrated seller. This man really does sell in the ring. He's a great actor. He knows how to sell. He knows how to put story in his matches. He's a great seller. Like, Xavier Woods is very underrated, and he's good in ring. Very, very talented. Very talented. All right, Kathy Kelly interviews Jey Uso backstage. She's asking about peer pressure, about going into his match with with Damian Priest at Backlash. She said there's no pressure because he's the #1 draft pick and he's the #1 contender for the title. I wouldn't have any pressure. I mean, it is a lot of pressure, but I'd be uber confident if I was #1 pick and I was #1 contender for the world title. I'd be on top of the world. But anyways, he ends up going on about, I think Logan Paul dissed him earlier. Was it earlier? I think it was earlier. Something happened with Logan Paul to where Logan Paul dissed him. But then Jey Uso, Kathy Kelly asked him something about Logan Paul, and Jey Uso said, it doesn't matter. I wish we would have signed the other Logan Paul that has an undefeated record.
Damn!
And then the crowd was like, damn! All right, so then we get Logan Paul and Speed making their way out to do the round 2 draft. The fact that Speed is still here is interesting. It's interesting that he's still here. Very, very interesting. I wonder why he's still here. It's not a bad thing. I think Speed's okay, but I wonder why he's still here. So round 2 starts. And the #1 pick in round 2 is CM Punk. He's staying on Monday Night Raw. No change. CM Punk is staying on Raw. No change. I mean, he's in the middle of a feud with Drew McIntyre, so I mean, he wasn't gonna change. Let's just be honest. Draft pick number 2 is Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits with B-Fab. They're staying on SmackDown. The stable is staying where they are right now. Another no changer. Pick 3. Pick 3 is the return of Braun Strowman. Now, I don't remember what brand Braun Strowman was on before he even left. I think he was on SmackDown. So I guess he got drafted to Raw, but it is good to see him back. I forgot all about him, honestly. I was like, oh, Braun Strowman, he's still an active member. So yeah, Braun Strowman is back. He's back on Raw. That's a good addition. Interesting feuds could come from that. So I'm looking forward to it. I wonder if he's gonna be a heel or a face though. The final pick of round 2, SmackDown keeps Tiffany Stratton. I think Tiffany Stratton's gonna stay where she is because I think she's gonna have an ongoing feud with Naomi. You know where Naomi's gonna land, but anyway, we're gonna get there later. But yeah, she stays on SmackDown. I guess it's okay. If you're in the middle of a feud, I guess it's okay. So not too much there. After Logan Paul finished announcing the draft picks, him and Speed make their way down to the ring. He ended up bashing Jey Uso, saying, hey, you got kicked out of the bloodline. You can't win a title on your own. You can never be successful on your own. You're just another twin. You have a little sized brain. All you can say is yeet, yada, yada. And then Jey Uso comes out. Jey Uso comes out, listen to what he has to say. Jey Uso ends up getting his face, and then they keep going back and forth. They're having a verbal disagreement, verbal argument. You know how promos go. And then Logan Paul ends up getting help by the Judgment Day, specifically Finn Balor and JD McDonough. So they enter the ring, and they start jumping Jey Uso. I'm like, when did these guys get an alliance? I know they walked into the show together, but I didn't know they had an alliance. So they end up jumping Jey Uso. And then this man, Patrick Mahomes, had the nerve to give Logan Paul his 3 rings, his 3 Super Bowl rings. and Logan Paul was gonna use it to knock out Jey Uso. Jey Uso ended up ducking, and Logan Paul hits JD McDonagh in the head. Now, JD McDonagh's head is big enough. His head is big as shit. But if he hit JD in the head like that, his head gonna be even bigger, and we don't need that right now. We do not need that. So then, after Logan Paul knocks out JD McDonagh, Jey Uso just seen standing behind Logan Paul and Finn Balor laughing, bro. He's just laughing. So then, they started attacking Jey Uso again. Jey Uso getting jumped again, but then we see Braun Strowman return. Braun Strowman came out. I don't know if he's gotten bigger or if he just gained weight, but he came back. He looks like Braun Strowman, but hey, I don't know if he just gained weight or I don't know what it is, but he came back. He helped out Jey Uso, and this man almost put his hands on Patrick Mahomes and his two people he had beside him. He almost knocked out Patrick Mahomes, but Jey Uso was like, hey, chill. Let's let it go for now. I want to see something happen. Like, Jey Uso, get your ass back, bro. I want to see something happen. So then we get R-Truth backstage. R-Truth is talking to Chad Gable, and I guess they came to a negotiation that they're going to get a World Tag Team title match against his Alpha Academy, Tozawa and Otis. You know, R-Truth just got tricked into a negotiation. He just got tricked into a match, basically. Miz shows up, and then he finds out what happened. And then R-Truth goes on to say, I didn't know we were going to be in the NFL draft. You know how R-Truth is. And Miz says, we're not in the NFL draft. We're in the WWE draft. Oh, my bad. And then he leaves. And then Chad Gable's like, you got quite the tag team partner on your hands. And then Miz is like, really? Basically summed up that segment. R-Truth goofy as hell, bro. And then out of nowhere, we see Chad Gable get knocked out with a big boot from Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn knocked him out from the attack that happened the other week. That he got attacked by Chad Gable. Sami knocked him out, bro. Sami laid him clean out. He wasn't even moving. Now, this is the part I didn't see live because I was looking at my phone for a minute. I know I saw Booker T backstage and him and Drew McIntyre was talking. And I guess Booker T said the trigger word, something about CM Punk. And Booker T was telling him that you're obsessed right now. Like, you have an obsession with CM Punk. And Drew's like, I know you, Booker. You would say the same. The old you would have said the same thing about CM Punk. But you changed. And Drew walks off. Tonight, Drew McIntyre was acting like an obsessed ass man. He's acting like a crazy lunatic tonight. Drew is into this character, bro. He is into this. He is the MVP right now. Next up, we have the match between Sami Zayn and Bronson Reed for the IC title. So this match was pretty good. The match ended in a no contest because Chad Gable ended up coming out and attacking Sami Zayn for what he did to him earlier. Chad Gable ended up getting the better of the attack. He laid out Sami Zayn, grabbed the IC title, held it up, but Bronson Reed is like, oh no, this is not gonna go down. So Bronson Reed ended up knocking out Chad Gable and held up the IC title. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe it's gonna be a triple threat for the title. Maybe, I'm not sure. But Bronson Reed is very talented. I really hope he does get some championship gold this year. So is Chad Gable. Chad Gable's very talented. I've been a big Chad Gable guy as well. But I really want to see Bronson Reed win some gold as well. I hope both of them can win some gold this year. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, so the APA comes out, Ron Simmons and JBL. They're here to announce the third round of the WWE draft on night 2. So the first pick in round 3, Raw selects the LWO. Now, they did change brands, but the one thing I said on the night 1 video of the WWE draft, I was hoping that Andrade would be paired back with Zelina, but if she's gonna be on Raw, then Andrade won't be with her. Like, cause he got dropped to SmackDown, so it's like, damn, that's a miss. Oh well. But at least they get away from Legado, so that feud is done. I'm tired of Legado feuding with LWO. Get them out of there, bro. Get them the fuck out of there. I'm sick of seeing Legado versus LWO every single week. Now we're done with that. Thank goodness. Number 2 pick. Legado stays on SmackDown. Like I said, thank goodness they're separated. I'm glad they're staying over there. Oh, I forgot to mention Carlito got drafted with LWO, so that's interesting. Carlito got drafted with LWO. He was never officially kicked out of LWO. So that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, Legado on SmackDown. They're finally separated. Goodbye. The third pick, Drew McIntyre stays on Raw. So I'm okay with this because he's feuding with CM Punk and CM Punk is on Raw. So like I said, if they're in a feud, they're more than likely going to stay on the brand that their partner that they're feuding with is in. So that makes more sense. So we got another change. So Shinsuke Nakamura goes to SmackDown. I mean, do y'all really care? Like, Shinsuke's been losing a lot lately. Shinsuke's just been a person that people go over. He hasn't been, he ain't been contributing to anything. Like, he's just been putting people over. That's all Shinsuke does nowadays. But that's the end of the third round. So then we see Drew McIntyre comes out. Drew McIntyre goes on a rant, bro. He's like, how did I get drafted after CM Punk? First of all, why am I even in round 3? The fact that I'm in round 3 should be a crime. CM Punk got drafted before me. How the hell did he do that? I'm better than CM Punk, yada, yada, yada. So then you just hear CM Punk's music hit. Drew McIntyre turns around because he's on the stage. So he turns around thinking CM Punk's gonna come out, but CM Punk is sitting in the crowd at the very top in the sky area. So he's looking down, and then Drew McIntyre is like triggered, bro. This man is upset. This man is pacing to get the CM Punk up there, bro. He is pacing. So the next segment we see is the Alpha Academy backstage, which is just Maxine Dupree, Otis, and Akira Tozawa. Chad Gable gets back there, you know, selling the attack from Bronson Reed. Maxine's like, hey, did you see me in the Battle Royale last week? I eliminated like 2 or 3 people. But Chad was like, yeah, but did you win though? You have a title though. Then it doesn't matter. You're still pathetic. And then he looks at Otis, and Tozawa was like, tonight, I want championship gold. I want y'all to win those World Tag Team titles because I got y'all a title opportunity. So y'all better win tonight. Chad is on some serious shit now. I wonder how this is gonna go. I wonder if the Alpha Academy is gonna leave him or stay by his side. It's gonna be interesting to see how this play out because I don't know if they're gonna want to stick by Chad Gable with him talking to them like that. Like, maybe they're gonna break away. I would, because this is, you're not talking to me like that, bro. I would end this faction right now myself. So Braun Breaker's being interviewed backstage, and he was asking about getting drafted to Raw, but then Sheamus interrupts him, and Braun Breaker, I don't know if he's heel or not, but Sheamus ends up interrupting nicely though, and then Braun was all hostile, like, why'd you interrupt me? Like, what do you want? Like, I'm just like, bro, chill. Sheamus was basically saying that he's a fan of Braun Breaker and he reminds him of a young Sheamus. Braun was laughing, chuckling, and it was just like, Braun is probably a heel, bro. He's acting like a heel. Now, during this, they both see Drew McIntyre pacing backstage, and Sheamus was like, he's losing it, bro. And Braun's like, yeah, he's losing it. Okay, I know weeks ago, I said I was curious about Candice LeRae and her development, but I'm done with this. I'm done with all of this involving Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. I'm done with all this. Like, Indy's getting on board, but I'm still bored as shit of this. They're not progressing. They're still doing the same shit every week. So Candice LeRae is going one-on-one with Maxine Dupree. This match didn't last long. And my thing is, Candice can't showcase what she can do if she's in 2-minute match, 1-minute matches, 2-minute matches. This match lasted, I don't even think this match was 2 minutes. Basically, Indy Hartwell attacked Ivy Nile to distract Maxine Dupree. Candice hit this, what did she call it? Some poison something, but she hit this weak ass finisher for the 1-2-3. The match didn't even last 2 minutes. Indy pulled a heel tactic. Whoop de fucking do. Where is this going? Like, I'm over this now, bro. It's taking too long to develop. Like, I'm over this. Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, do something with them, bro. Like, I don't know what they're doing with them, honestly. So then we get LWO backstage. They're asked about Carlito, but first Ray says he's happy to be on Monday Night Raw. And as far as Carlito, that's a different issue for a different day. They're gonna figure that out when they can. But then Dominic Mysterio shows up. Got his whole mustache out, bro. Like, he got his mustache going on. And Donald basically saying, I run Monday Night Raw. This is my show now. And then LWO just makes fun of his mustache or something. And I guess he just stormed off. But that was a pretty cool segment, I guess. But Dominic Mysterio, this man stay getting heat no matter what he's doing. He couldn't even be doing anything, he gets heat. That right there, that says a lot. So then we get Drew still backstage looking for CM Punk. Going from door to door, asking cameramen, catering people, have they seen CM Punk? One guy said, yeah, he's in there. So Drew McIntyre finally makes it to the place CM Punk was earlier in the show in the Sky area. And CM Punk is in there. He just left him an autographed paper because he's been acting like a fan lately. And then you hear CM Punk's music hit, and he's already down at the stage where Drew McIntyre was, making his way to the ring. So then CM Punk gets in the ring and says, look, I'm gonna take as much time as it was you were World Heavyweight Champion. I'm gonna be about 5 minutes during this promo. CM Punk basically saying, as soon as I'm healthy, as soon as I'm cleared, I'm gonna come for you and I'm gonna make your life a living hell. Because this ain't over yet. You keep picking with me. The reason I was drafted before you is because I'm better than you. I don't waste my time trolling on the internet. I'm the best in the ring, I'm the best on the microphone, I'm the best on commentary, I'm the best in the world. That's the reason I was drafted before you. But once I'm clear, once I'm healthy, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. Clear. CM Punk cleared Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre just staring down at him. He's staring daggers in this guy, bro. Like Drew McIntyre look like he's ready to commit murder. Like seriously. This man Drew McIntyre is in character, bro. He is playing this so well. All right, so then we get Alundra Blaze and Teddy Long starting round 4 of the WWE draft. So the first pick of the 4th round is the Judgment Day. They're staying on Raw. I mean, Damian Priest is on Raw, so of course they're gonna stay on Raw. I don't think they're gonna separate Damian Priest from them yet. I also forgot to mention that Rhea Ripley wasn't drafted with them. So does that mean because she's injured, she's not being drafted? That's weird. Let me know. The second pick was Naomi staying on SmackDown. Like I said before, she's feuding with Tiffany Stratton, so I don't think they're gonna move her away from SmackDown. But like I said, there are hardly any changes. Disappointing. I don't really get it. I don't. But did I really want Naomi to leave SmackDown? I don't think so. All right, so the third pick, we got the Mad Dragon coming from NXT. And guess what brand he's going to? He's going to Monday Night Raw. My prediction's looking pretty good right now. On the same brand as Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser after they kicked out Giovanni Vinci. Your boy's long-term prediction could be right. I've been predicting this since like late last year. Like Ilya's gonna be in Imperium somehow because he just fits the Imperium aesthetics like a glove. There's no way they wouldn't put him in there, bro. Like, it fits so well. And then we get another change. We got a change. So the final pick of the 4th round is Chelsea Green and Piper Niven to SmackDown. I'm hoping this SmackDown, this tag team between Chelsea and Piper ends because they're not a tag team. They're not a tag team. I don't get where this is going with them. Like, Chelsea's entertaining. Piper can be entertaining on her own. Like, I don't get it, but we'll see. All right, so we get Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. This was a decent match. It went at a decent time. I was like, like maybe 9 or 10 minutes or so. But the match ended in a no contest because Tiffany Stratton was sitting in the crowd spectating the match between Liv and Nia Jax. Naomi ended up making her way in the crowd and attacking Tiffany Stratton for attacking her on SmackDown. So then their brawl made way into the ring, and then Nia Jax ended up knocking Naomi out of the ring. So once that happened, Liv Morgan took advantage of that and pinned Nia Jax with the Oblivion. So Liv Morgan got her W. All right, so the Dudley Boys comes out once again. They're back from night 1 of the draft. They're now on night 2 as well, doing the 5th round of the draft. So the first pick of the 5th round, New Day stays on Monday Night Raw. So they don't change brands as well. I feel like New Day could have went to SmackDown. I don't know why they're on Raw. That could have been an easy change as well, but I guess they're gonna stay on Raw. Pretty Deadly, pick number 2, stays on SmackDown. Do we care? No. Pick number 3. This one took me by surprise. I didn't know this was gonna happen. I should have known, but I guess I didn't. But Lyra Valkyria, the women's champion who got beat by Roxanne Perez, ends up coming to Monday Night Raw. So she is going to join Kiana James on Monday Night Raw. And then the 4th pick of the 5th round, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell are going to SmackDown. Do we really care? Unless they make something out of this, I don't care. All right, so next we have the Awesome Truth versus the Alpha Academy, Otis and Tozawa. This match went pretty decent time, but ultimately the Alpha Academy lost. Awesome Truth retained the tag team titles. I think they're gonna have a decent run. I always thought that Awesome Truth was gonna be transitional champions, but I guess they're not. I guess they're gonna keep those titles for a minute. I really wanted DIY to win the titles, but I guess that's never gonna happen unless they get the SmackDown tag team titles. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Awesome Truth took the win. Alpha Academy lost. We'll see what Chad Gable does after that. Then we get Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce with the final round of the WWE draft. So pick number 1 is the Final Testaments getting changed to Raw. So this round had a few changes, which I'm happy about because better go out with a fucking bang because this whole draft barely changed anybody. So the Final Testament goes to Monday Night Raw. Pick number 2, DIY goes to SmackDown. Funny because Candice LeRae went to SmackDown and her husband Johnny Gargano follows. Very interesting. Bronson Reed stays on Monday Night Raw. He's not going anywhere. I really want him to win the IC title. We'll see if it happens, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Now, this one was an interesting pick. The final pick of this draft, Blair Davenport gets drafted to Monday Night Raw. Some of you may not know who that is, but she's from NXT. Blair Davenport is drafted to Raw. Took me by surprise. Could have fucking fooled me. Interesting move. We'll see what she brings to the women's division. She has a cool aesthetic. I like her entrance. I'm not familiar with her. I haven't been watching NXT a lot, so I'm not very familiar with her. I've seen a few of her matches. She's pretty good, but we'll see what she brings to the women's division. But that does conclude the draft, though. Very, very underwhelming. Very underwhelming. So now we get to the main event. So it's Jey Uso, Ricochet, and Andrade versus the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough. This match was really good. I enjoyed this match. I really think these men in the ring have great chemistry. I enjoyed this match. But at the end of the day, Jey Uso, Ricochet, and Andrade ended up taking the win. And there was some conflict at the end of this match. Damian Priest was about to close in on the win, but something happened between him and JD McDonough. I guess there was a little conflict, miscommunication, but ultimately Finn Balor got pinned, which I freaking hate. I don't know why Finn Balor's taking the pin, but yeah, he took the pin and Judgment Day took the L. So we'll see what causes the friction in Judgment Day in the future. But yeah, that's your Monday Night Raw. Decent episode. The draft was disappointing. I hope the draft next year is better, because this was I had very high hopes running. I think it's because my expectations were too high. But we'll see how this draft plays out on future stories, on the current stories. We'll see what it does from here. And yeah, that's your Monday Night Raw post show. And like I said in the earlier part of the show, you guys, I appreciate you for getting me to 300 subscribers. Very grateful. I will do a giveaway once we hit 400 at the end of May. I'm trying to push for at the end of May to hit 400. So we'll see what happens. But until then, I will see you guys in another video. You guys stay blessed. Keep looking forward to more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.